Well, hello everybody. Once again, we'll see if this works. And now we did the Comcast. We didn't. When they send a signal to your modem and it resets, I don't think it's working very well. It may well be still buffering. If it continues buffering, I'm just going to have to call Comcast and have them come here and do something about it, because as you can see, I'm getting 387 down, and I got 4 megabytes upload, but I bet you that was just because they had just reset the modem. Um, yeah, still having issues, huh? Yeah, I wanted to do a live video today, but I don't think it is going to work, guys. I'm gonna call Comcast and we'll try to do this again next week, because okay. I'm getting a green light now. It seems to be working fine now. Who would have thunk it? No, it's down again. Let me test again just to see what's going on here. See, my down is 4.5. That was good in 2001. But yeah, this is not gonna work. uh, well, I've never had 10 upload speed. My upload speed has always been 6, 5, 6, 7. It's never been that good. I'm paying for 80 down, so I should get at least 80 down, right? But you see, right now it's probably fine, but it's going to get choppy in a few minutes. I'm just going to make a couple of announcements here while I'm getting decent speeds. I wanted to congratulate Daniel. He won that contest, for the watch. Remember that watch that I showed a couple of weeks ago? Daniel won, is the winner, so I would like to congratulate him. I wanted to announce that I'm gonna try to do 2 videos per week here, so I can catch up. Because I have so much video, some uh, to okay, it's working now. It seems to be working. Hi, Alex. Welcome back to Miami. Thank you so much. I have some items that I received on the mail here, so we're gonna do a quick mailbag unboxing. Um, uh, I'm already unboxed some of this stuff, but I wanted to show you guys. This one comes from Patty in Maine, and here you go. This is really cute. It's um, it's really good, and it says you're supposed to wet it. Again, this is like it's a efficiency with style, perfect for any cleaning job. So thank you so much, Patty, and I'm gonna use this in the RV for sure. I gotta do at least one more RV trip before our European adventure, right? And I've been trying. I really liked Anastasia State Park, which I visited a couple of days ago. I'm gonna try to get back there. It's really hard to get in, especially on a long weekend. And then I've got this other package, and this comes from Scott Valentine from Pennsylvania, and I got this shirt from the Alvernia University. This is very nice. I'm gonna probably wear it on the next live video here. And what else did he send me? He sent me this cooler. It's for a 6 pack of beer. Talking about beer, I'm gonna tell you which beer I'm drinking in a few seconds here. And some of this, it's like clips, magnetic clips. This will come very handy in the RV, because actually, do I have a magnetic surface on the RV now that I think about it? I'll make one. And a pen. I got a couple of pens here. Very cool, very nice. Thank you so much, Scott, for that. And the third item that I have here on the mailbag. This is really not from any of you guys, actually. This comes from a company, and they contacted me, and sometimes I say yes, sometimes I say no, but this was actually something that I needed, and I'm gonna test it out. I have no idea if it's any good or any bad. It's a rear view camera for the RV, and I'm gonna be unboxing it here in a few. Actually, the monitor is quite big, so I don't know how this is going to work on the old Kia, but and the camera seems to be pretty good. It has an infrared sensor and all that. I have no idea how to work this out. How I'm gonna get 12-volt power back there in the RVs. It's pretty big, but if it looks good, hey, it doesn't matter that it's big, right? So that's the other thing that I have here, besides answering your questions. And if the internet speed looks good now, or at least decent, we're going to we're going to start answering your questions. And no, it's not Grandma Patty. By the way, where is Grandma Patty? Okay, we've got Keith and Mary from Harryville, Rhode Island, and I might be visiting Rhode Island in the fall. So Ted, working now. That's good. Okay, Alex Cruz. I went to that place you recommended for the air conditioning. The mechanic wasn't there yesterday, but I'm gonna go back on Monday, and hopefully I'll get old Kia's air conditioning fixed. As some of you know, if you follow, actually, there's no reason for you to know because I haven't really said anything. But the AC on old Kia is working on and off, and I mean, if it is over $1,000 to fix it, I might even try to lease a new truck. And if it is something, it looks like it's because when it works perfectly. It's freezing cold. It just doesn't work all the time. It doesn't kick on when it's supposed to. So, when are you going to the Keys again? Is that the whole message? Hold on here. Let me check. Let me rewind here for a little bit. I don't know yet. I might be going in the next in this month in May at some point, but I'm not certain. Sounds expensive. The camera, yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm gonna install it and review it, and it might work. Robertico rocks. We always watch him here in Port St. Lucie. Oh, that's great. I passed by Port St. Lucie on the way south, of course, but I didn't want to stop for too long just in case my AC stopped working, and it would have made for a very hot ride, which it was coming out of Atlanta. That was on Monday. Sorry, Robert, I have a photo club meeting tonight. Catch you next week. All right, Ted. Ted D. We'll catch you next week. Rick and Amy Clark from Missouri. All right, and Katie Semper Gyro. Thank you so much for that super chat. I really appreciate it. And he says, Robert, I love my CD. So glad I bought it. Love your videos. I am originally from Hialeah, Miami Lakes. Oh, that's great. Miami Lakes, which is a little bit north of Hialeah. And I used to sing there at this place. It used to be called Lakes Cafe. I used to sing there back in 2009 to 2010. From Maryland, we have Stephen Cox, Norbert Gonzalez from South Beach. Oh, South Beach. I have to make a video on South Beach. I have to go to the beach one of these days. Jose Naranjo Bolaños from Costa Rica. Hello there. And greetings from the Netherlands. Love your shows. And I can't wait to go back to the Netherlands. I really loved it when I visited Amsterdam, and I do want to go again. What is the best place to stay in an RV in the Keys? Well, I haven't been there, but as the consensus seems to be Blue Water. I haven't stayed in Blue Water basically for one simple reason. I think they have a minimum length of 22 feet or 25 feet. I'm not certain. Maybe I could call them and they'll say yes. Especially if I tell them, do you know who I am? But I wouldn't do that. I might call them one day and tell them, hey, I have a 19 footer. Do you think it'd be possible? It's one of those things that they have certain rules, but sometimes they're not set in stone. And this place is really nice because like every RV site has like a tiki bar in the back, and it's supposed to be really good. The best place I've stayed at the Keys is Boyd's. It's very close to Key West, and but yeah, there are many places. Hi Robert, we're staying at the Holiday Inn Miami Beach in December. Where do you recommend to eat around there? Well, I haven't been in Miami Beach for I don't go there too often, to be honest. Um, so I don't know. I haven't eaten in Miami Beach since many years. So I don't know. I cannot recommend anything. I want to be like you someday. Oh man, have to go back to work. You take care and say thanks to your lovely wife for allowing his fans to chat with you. Bye. All right, Katie. Thank you so much, and see you next week. And Rafael Gerent, greetings from Florianópolis, Santa Catarina, Brazil. Obrigado, Rafael. Bienvenido. Bienvenido. That's Spanish. I don't know if how do you say it in Portuguese? So, sometimes I think I speak Portuguese, but I don't really. I just know a few words, and since half the words are almost the same as Spanish, it's hard to get them confused. Where were we? Okay, I was gonna tell you guys. Oh, it's Friday. I have to get a beer, right? Give me a second here. Hello from Central Ohio. I love Ohio. And today, as a matter of fact, I'm drinking a beer from Ohio. Who would have thunk it? This I bought back in Lexington, or no, it wasn't in Louisville. It's a beer from Cincinnati, Ohio, called Truth by Rheingeist. No, Cincy made in Cincinnati. So and since that was pretty close to Louisville, I decided to buy it. It counts as local, right? It's like an hour and a half drive or something like that. And today I was actually, since I was just in Kentucky, I was thought about drinking some bourbon, and I have a very special bourbon back there that I'm going to show you here in a few seconds. But yeah, this is really good. It's an IPA from Cincinnati, as I said. Robert, are you planning any long trips in the near future? Well, the long trip I'm planning is the New England road trip, which is going to happen in September, October, maybe early November. And I want to do all the northeastern states that I haven't been to yet, and that's Rhode Island, Maine, Massachusetts, Vermont, and New Hampshire, and there's a couple of states that I've driven through, but I've never actually done anything in them, like Pennsylvania and Delaware, and those I want to add also to the list. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that trip. I gotta get your growler to refill it. Yeah, Alex, that's for sure. Greetings from Marson Worldwide, from Alamogordo, New Mexico. Casually enough, the video that I'm editing right now, I stopped as I got to New Mexico, and that's the Route 66 video. It's gonna be great, except that camera I broke my camera back in Sedona, and the Canon Vixia that I bought in Flagstaff. Now that I'm looking at the footage, is horrible. How can Canon get away with making something like that? It's the latest Vixia, and any phone nowadays gets better video than that camera. It's abysmal. But I've been doing color correcting, and eventually um, it's gonna look okay. It's just it's the colors look wash out, and it's all over the place with the exposure and this traveler being daydreaming about going to the Keys again and seeing a dude that goes by Robert Morales. Hey man, come down to the Keys. It's not that far a drive from where you are. Well, you are what, 5 hours from Miami probably, and another. Well, if you want to go all the way to Key West, it's another extra five. So. Alex Cruz, have you had Blue Moon or Shock Top, or do you like that type? Yes, I do. I like Shock Top a little more than Blue Moon. I think, although it's ever since I discovered IPAs, I'm like, that's all I drink. But mm, ah, Robert, is this a new time for live chat? Well, not really. 6 p.m. Eastern. I just had some technical difficulties here at the beginning, but yeah, but apparently Comcast sent that reset code to my modem, and now we're getting pretty consistent. Actually, here, according to my app, I'm getting 2.5 up megabits per second, so that's pretty good. Rick and Amy, we loved your Sedona video. How did you ever make yourself leave that place? Well, at that point already had a goal to return to Miami at a certain on a certain date. I wanted to come back home. I was doing that by myself, which wasn't as fun as being together. But yeah, Sedona is fantastic. I think I'm gonna go next year, same time, with the wife for sure. And Marcos Custodio, hello from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Hello, Marcos, and greetings from Miami. And after Sedona, of course, Route 66. Then I don't know how I'm gonna edit Albuquerque, New Mexico, because I'm really disappointed with the video quality, but we'll make it happen. And I'm going to, as I said, I'm gonna try it and do 2 videos per week during the month of May. Probably Sundays, and I'll do one Wednesday afternoon. I'll probably publish the other one, just so I catch up, because I have some bem-vindo, bienvenido, welcome. All right, that's how you say it in Portuguese, bem-vindo. Happy Friday, Andret. Time to crack me open a beer. How was your trip? Well, let me tell you about my trip to Kentucky. I had 2 issues with old Kia, which are starting to get me to think that maybe at some point I should replace it sooner than later. On the way there, it was the radiator cap, no big deal, but it was scary. And on the way back, the AC is now working intermittently, and the engine misfired a couple of times on the way back, but it's seriously overdue for a tune-up and a spark plug job. So I might do that. I might have to spend a couple $100 on old Kia. And okay, where are we here? El Big Ricken. Hello, Robert. I've missed a few Friday shows. How have things been? And like I always ask, what's for dinner tonight? Well, there's no dinner yet. I had a late lunch with some fettuccine that I made yesterday, and with sausages and mushrooms that came out actually really good. Were they able to repair the camera that you dropped? No, I mean, nowadays these cameras, it's still there. If I can get someone to just look at it and give me an estimate, but I just bought a new camera. I bought the next model. Nowadays, those things they are so complicated to fix. How is the trailer doing? Let me know when you want to do the bearings. Hey man, we can do them next week, anytime. Just send me a text and we'll get. And I think my internet just froze. Okay, it seems to be back. But yeah, send me a text next week and we can get together and do some other stuff, or maybe this weekend actually. Glenn Higby, today is my 65th birthday. Happy birthday, Glenn Higby. I'm retiring in 27 days, and my wife and I will be hitting the road on our Class C. Well, congratulations and happy trails, man. And really, really enjoy your retirement and your time on the road. There's nothing like it. In this travel, I think that Kia may not do another big long haul travel. Just my gut thinking. That's what I'm thinking also, Eric. I don't know, man. I might give it a try. I just don't want to get stuck in one of those back roads up in New Hampshire, in the middle of nowhere. But but it's working. I mean, it needs tires. It needs probably a brake job. It needs a tune-up, and it needs that AC it fixed because it's summer in Miami, and you know how it is. But Kia is nowadays is probably worth about $1,000 if I wanted to sell it, and I don't really want to get into that. And I was thinking of maybe leasing an F-150 or getting something with not low mileage, maybe something slightly used. But trucks are so expensive, so I don't know. Hey, Ortiz, Kern the Traveler Travels. I am on time still. Yeah, you're on time. And yeah, congrats, Glenn, again. Shirley Copeland, you are so good at your videos. Have you ever done documentaries for TV? No, not really. Uh, my actual TV career started with YouTube. Um, Ram 1500. Yeah, you told me that you are a Dutch guy. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see what I get. If fixing old Kia or getting it up to speed is too expensive. The thing is, everything else works well with the car. You know, the engine and the transmission are like going strong. So I don't know. Red Jaguar. My daughter loves your CD, but now she wants to get an RV too. Hey, by the way, I'm having a hard time getting your credentials for the show. I'll keep pestering them. Yeah, I guess the Tampa show is a lot easier. If not, it doesn't matter. We'll just pay the entrance like everybody else and look at the RVs. You know, what can you do? I'm gonna send them another email too. I'll help you look for a truck. I have some connections. Okay, cool, man. You are my savior here, Alex. So yeah, let's try to get something that Canto Minitini. And if I get a truck, you know what I'm doing soon, right? Not soon, like in a year or two, we're going to Alaska. If I get a truck. Just my opinion. I feel like it'll always be cheaper to simply take care of Kia and fix her when needed instead of purchasing any vehicle. Yeah, it's two schools of thought. I don't know. The only thing, if I change vehicles, I'm gonna have to change my logo, which is no big deal. But you know, um, if I want to cross the Rockies or do anything like that, I might have to. I'm getting a text here from Alex. Okay, I'll check it out now. Um, we Ken Crozel. I'm headed to Low Country, starting in Charleston. 2 weeks, ending in Williamsburg. You know, I haven't been to Williamsburg. Is it Williams? Yeah, Williamsburg. But Charleston is a beautiful, beautiful town. I really liked it. You probably seen my video, and I keep getting text messages here. Okay, okay, I'll check it out for sure. I mean, this is very meta. I'm talking here online, and I'm getting text messages on my phone. It's cool. Well, anyways, what else did I want to? Let me show you this. Let me show you this. This I had heard about somewhere online, and actually I think it was someone's YouTube video. This is called Jefferson Ocean. This is a bourbon from Kentucky, and it has the peculiarity that it is aged at sea. And what they do, when they put it in the barrel, they put it in a container in a cargo ship, and according to them, the moving of the boat as it goes around the world throughout the course of a whole year, and the changes in temperature, and to a certain extent, someone said that like this, the salty air gives this bourbon a particular flavor. And I haven't really even opened it yet, but I might open it for next week's video, you know, because this should be, and this is their T-shirt, by the way. This is a T-shirt with all the cities that they visit while in the blue sea, in the blue ocean. So that's very special. It was a little bit on the expensive side, but I thought it was something so peculiar that it was worth it. We've seen all your videos all my videos, man, that's a lot of hours you you have seen. Um, and Alex, don't worry about it. I don't mind the interruption. You know, we're here just hanging out. It's Friday. If changing tow rig is pricey, maybe time for a Class B. However, payments are evil. Yeah, that was my thing. I was hoping to make old Kia last until I change rigs, which could be 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 years. Who knows? But um, I can go over for next week's video. Hey, sure, yeah, I have room here next to me if you wanna do a. Don't do Robert, you'll get seasick. Rick and Amy. Robert, will you do more unboxing videos? Yes, definitely. And I'm gonna do some unboxings. Maybe I'll start doing them here on the live Fridays. But yeah, I'm gonna do a proper unboxing of this Halo View camera system here that they sent me. It's totally a promotional video, and if it sucks, I'll tell you it sucks. But I think it's gonna be pretty good. It looks solid. It's just that this monitor is kind of big. Look, it's almost the size of my head, and I don't know where I'm gonna put it in old Kia, but we'll figure it out. You'll pour the bourbon, Alex. Yeah, definitely. Kia AC may just need a little refrigerant. You can recharge it yourself. I tried, but either I was doing it wrong. The thing is that the compressor never kicked on when I was putting the refrigerant, and the gauge said full. So I spent $30 on the refrigerant, and maybe I didn't know how to do it. I'm just gonna take it to this place on Monday and see, and it depends how much they tell me it is. If it is $1,000, I won't do it. If it is a couple $100, I'll do it. Hello, greetings from Chicago. All right, Chicago, beautiful city, and hello to you, beautiful wife, to your beautiful wife. Enjoy your video. Thank you so much, Maria por Jesús. And yeah, that was 2 years ago, and that was a great trip we did to Chicago for sure. And Patricia Machado retracted her message. And all right, Bay Border 415, thank you so much for that super chat. Have an IPA on me and say hi to Ileana. I will. I think she's watching in the other room, so I'm pouring an IPA right now from Cincinnati, Ohio, no less. And it's pretty good. I like it. Last week, well, last week I had one from Lexington, Kentucky, which was pretty good. Last week video kind of sucked because my internet kind of sucked, but the charging it like that is no good. You may have too much in it. Yeah, I'm just gonna take it to Aaron on Monday, see what happens. Tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo. Yes. How does Robert go down for Cinco de Mayo? Well, it used to be like a tradition and almost religious for us to go for margaritas on Cinco de Mayo. We haven't done it for a couple of years, but then again, I used to be the party animal, the Miami musician. So I used to we used to go out, guys, for a while, and I'm not even lying to you. We used to go out almost every night. We started on Tuesday at El Click on Coral Way, and then on Wednesdays there was I don't know if Alcazaba was still open, but then Wednesdays was Alcazaba's. Thursdays we had another place, and then Fridays and Saturdays I would be singing somewhere, and then Sunday we'd probably do a matinee at Casa Juancho. So yeah, not anymore. That was in my 30s. Yeah, go to the place I told you. Actually, Alex, I'm sorry to have this conversation here, kind of semi-private with Alex. I went on Thursday early morning, and he told me that the mechanic wouldn't show up until the afternoon. So I told him I was going to go today. Today I didn't go because I wanted to finish the Route 66 video. So I'm going to go Monday. I think it's going to be better. I'm going to go be there at 8 a.m. and hopefully I'll get that fixed. This traveler, I think Robert will be in his editing room for Cinco de Mayo. maybe I will. I mean, Route 66 is almost done. I'm gonna finish that tomorrow by noon probably, and then I'm gonna take a break probably, and I'm gonna try to edit Albuquerque between Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday for release on Wednesday. I'm gonna try to release a video on Wednesday, probably 5 p.m. I don't know what you guys think. I'm gonna check. I have an app that tells me what the an app. No, it's a website that tells me what the best time to release the video is. So I might do that. But I'm thinking I'll do Sundays and Wednesdays and then Fridays these live videos. Hi Robert, greetings from Rotterdam again. Especially since Custom Covers is gonna take a break from sponsoring us. So I'm just gonna do that. Get a little more volume out there and catch up. Really, I have like 10 videos in the editing bay. Um, hey, from Charleston, South Carolina, beautiful town, Charleston. I was there. When was it that I was there? It's starting to all go together, but it was last year for sure. Did you ever go to Esplendido? Esplendido? What is Esplendido? I forgot. Okay, let me go back. Let me go back here on the list. And my husband, Jenny Island Chick, my husband and I really enjoy your videos. Thank you so much. No, I haven't been to Esplendido. Maria por Jesus, what kind of Kia car and what year is it? I see it looks easy to told your mini camper. But what I gather, it's a 2004 Kia Sorento EX rear wheel drive V6. It's a 3.5 liter engine, 4-speed transmission, which is it's an old style transmission. That's probably why it has survived this long. But I bought it on January 17, 2004, brand new. It had like 20 miles because they had to bring it from somewhere in Central Florida. But and I started towing with it recently in 2014. Let me know and I'll meet you there. When? Dave at 55 degrees north. Hi from Newcastle, Northern England. Northern England. Want to say thanks for the videos, especially those of the Southwest. Bring back so many memories of my road trip in 2003. And I can't wait to go back to England, actually. I really liked it. And yeah, it's going to England and probably even up to Scotland is when Mohammed Books Kaladi. Hi, how are you? How are you, Mohammed? Where are you calling from? Good thing you are not in Hawaii. Yeah, there's a volcano, right? Going on. I haven't really watched the news today. I've been editing all day, but I heard something about a volcano. Finish the bourbon while you edit. Should be an interesting video. Done that before. Not a good idea. I've done it with scotch though. Michael, good afternoon, Robert. Enjoy watching your videos, watching you from the road. Just passed through Gallup, New Mexico. I'm just editing that Gallup, New Mexico video. There's that hotel, the El Rancho, or something like that. Um, that's the part that I'm editing right now. Have you seen any videos from I Am Jake? Not quite yet, actually. Patricia Machado, hello from Florianopolis Island. There are 42 beaches here when you come to Brazil. Well, Brazil, it's of course one of the countries that I want to visit. Of course, I want to see Rio and Sao Paulo, and some of the interior too, Brasilia, and go up to the north, maybe Recife and El Salvador de Bahia. Know the country. But I would also love to do someday when I have a Class B or a camper van or as the B plus, do the Pan American Highway, do a road trip in South America, especially since I speak the language. It would be easy, and I kind of understand Portuguese, but so that would be great. But yeah, I didn't know about Florianopolis Island though. That would be great to visit too if you have 42 beaches. Did you get your shirt and gear from Alvernia? Yeah, I showed it at the beginning of the video. Where did I put it? Here. There you go. Thank you so much. I showed it at the beginning of the video, and I got all this stuff. Thank you. And yeah, I got the cooler, and I got this. This is going to come very handy. Oh, now watch me break it. Like to hang stuff. I don't know if I have a magnetic surface on the RV, but I'll put one on like Mr. Eric Jacobs. Um, so thank you. Hi from Oslo, Norway. From Per Fur. I don't know how to pronounce that, but Fure. I can't wait to go to Norway. I'm going to go to Norway in June, but the thing is, I'm going to go to the north. I'm going to be in Lofoten, not in Norway. And I have friends in Kristiansand, so I should really go south, but not this trip. Splendid is the nightclub in Key Biscayne, and Sundays on the Bay was there. Oh, Sundays on the Bay. I used to love that place. But we're talking 1990s here, eh? Hey, Joe Crotto from New Hampshire. Now you're not late, man. We're just getting started here. Since my internet is pretty good today, I'm gonna try to make it an extended video, a little longer. I'll meet you at the AC shop. Okay, when do you want to do? Just text me, and we'll meet up there. I was thinking Monday morning, but we'll arrange when I finish the live video. El Big Ricken. Ever consider a fan meeting and grid and picnic at a local park for your fans? Everyone bring their own drinks and food to grill. We could do that. Now, actually, I haven't been to Crandon Park in a long time. Maybe we could do something like that. Do like a picnic kind of thing. We'll see. Marsan, my wife Maria says hello. Hello, Maria. And Mohammed, you're in Pakistan. I think you're the furthest one today. We've had people from Australia here, but from Pakistan, man. Thank you so much for watching from Pakistan. And hello from Cologne, Germany. Cologne, Germany, man. You guys have the big cathedral. I want to go there too. I've passed through there only on the train. So, Frank Madrigal, have you done any mods to the Kia in order to tow better, like transmission cool or anything like that? Not really. It's pretty much stock for the most part, except that I added the 7-pin connector for the RV and a heavy duty hitch, with the weight distribution and the sway bar and all that. I found out Alex can't mail beer. LOL. Oh man, that's too bad. There's probably some blue law in it's somewhere, right? Or maybe not. I don't know. Hello from Buffalo, New York. I might visit Buffalo now as part of my Northeast road trip. By the way, it's It's on the list. It looks like you've got a Formula One race in Miami next year. Maybe you need to rent out your garden space for RV so we can come over. Maybe. I don't really have that much garden space here in my property. It's a. We'll make some time in Miami so you can have a beer with him. Yeah, sure. El Big Rick, and we had discussed this several months ago about doing a meetup, but nobody seemed interested. Well, we could do a meetup in Miami. We can do a meetup in Orlando. Every trip. Like I meet people. Like in this last trip that I went to Kentucky, at least 6 or 7 people. We either waved from the car, or we actually met in person. So Robert, you deserve Koala Bear. You deserve more subscribers. Your video gives overseas viewers a virtual tour of USA. Well, I'm getting there slowly but surely. I think I'll make it to 100,000 in a little over a year, and we'll make it. I have patience in that sense, and we'll make it there in time for sure. And I really appreciate that, though. Robert, do you like full frame cameras for videos? Good question, and I'm glad you're asking that. And the answer is no, because a lot of people they really want this huge depth of field and the videos. But I don't. I just want to whip out the camera and have mostly everything in focus. I know it's not the popular thing nowadays, but in my experience, when I watch videos from other people, even Casey Neistat, which is is probably the best vlogger at this time. Half the time, what you want to be in focus is out of focus. So I'd rather have a shallow, shallow depth of field and have everything in focus. And with a big frame camera, you cannot do that. That's my opinion. That's why I'm the weird guy who still uses a camcorder to shoot the videos. When everybody else is using DSLRs with a big microphone and all that. And I lost my track of thought here. Okay, the full frame cameras for videos. There you go. We live in Davie, Florida. Did you get a chance to go to Gatlinburg, Tennessee yet? And that's Jenny's Island chic. Yes, I did. I was in Gatlinburg like 4 days ago. Actually, that last weekend. The time has been flying, and I liked it. My mom liked it a lot, Gatlinburg, and yeah, it's a tourist trap. But as far as tourist trap goes, this is unapologetically apologetically a tourist trap, and they are very customer oriented. Everybody was very nice, and I think my video froze, and it was okay. It was nice, and I did do the moonshine thing. I thought it was gonna be for $5 like a regular tasting, 3 or 4, 14, 13 or 14 different moonshines they made me try, and I did get a little tipsy getting out of there, but it was cool. I don't I only liked like one or two of them. I'm not really a fan of the sweet alcoholic beverages, and a lot of them were sweet, but yeah, that was a lot of fun, and the place is a trip, and they had the country, the Appalachian music band, and it was really great. That was at Old Smoky's Moonshine in Gatlinburg. Joe, I can't wait to meet you in Jersey, in Hershey, and when you come to New England. Yeah, definitely. Likewise, Joe, and time is flying. It's closer than we think. Yeah, how about the Vizcaya or maybe the Venetian Pool in the Gables? It's still open? I think both are still open, yeah. I haven't been to either. I've never been to the Venetian Pool, believe it or not. I've been to Vizcaya years ago. Rick, that was Philip Verola. Rick Cooper, hello, Robert from Springfield, Missouri. Any plans for a trip to Branson, Missouri? Um, as of right now, not really. Probably next year. Uh, as I work my way out west or even to the northwest of the country, maybe I'll do something like that. Hey Robert, great videos. Are you coming to the Northeast this year? The snow has finally melted. Yes, I'm going to the Northeast in the fall, probably mid September. I'm gonna be in Hershey, Pennsylvania for the RV show, and then Northeast. I'll probably do Philadelphia. I might even stay a couple of nights at New York and then Boston and then keep going up. This starter got me a Canon Vixia HF M300. I think that's the one that I got with only one battery, so I ordered two new ones. As my Canon Rebel T3i is too cumbersome for doing videos. The Canon Vixia has the good feature that is very lightweight and has a decent zoom, fast out of focus. But I don't like the quality, man. The video quality I can't deal with it. After I mean it does the job, but it has like this red tint. That's the thing that annoys me the most. Everything has like a red tint to it. Come to Branson, Robert. Probably next year for sure. Do you have to pay for the tasting or is it still free? Well, it's $5, but they give you a $5 coupon to buy something, which I didn't use. I just paid the $5 for the tasting. I mean, day 55. Plan on coming back to the Southwest. Do 4 6 week in an RV. What's your thought about doing it April, May, of September, October? Being from the UK, I'm not familiar with the US school breaks, climate, etc. Well, the Southwest it might be warm in those in that time of the year, and I'm trying to think. April, May, you're probably gonna hit spring break at some point. September, October, there's no big breaks in school, I don't think. Wild Florida airboats next Thursday. Cool, man. I hope you make a video. Audio is out of sync. Well, my internet has been coming on and off, so it's very possible. I apologize for that. There's nothing I can do. If it ever comes up again, I'm down to go. Nothing like grilling and meeting new people who are telling interesting stories. Yeah, maybe we can do a meetup somewhere. Is the audio really that badly out of sync? You need to get to the White Mountains of New Hampshire. Yes, I'm going to try to do that in October, September. Not too late in the year, because I hear that they start closing down the campgrounds in even as early as early October. So we'll see. IB, we bought a GoPro today. Your videos made us want to do more traveling and record it just for our own archives. Thanks for the inspiration. That's great. The GoPro is a good camera in the sense that it's indestructible and you really have to do nothing. If you have a bird in the distance or something you want to photograph in the distance, is no good because the angle is so wide that something that is a little distant is just going to be a tiny pixel in the middle of the screen. That's the only reason why I'd recommend sometimes something with an optical zoom. And answer it. I'm a camcorder guy myself. So simple and quick to get the shot. Yeah, I am a camcorder guy, and and people have laughed in my face when I show them the camcorder, because nowadays apparently it's uncool to use a camcorder, but that's what I do. Trade your Mini into a camper van, much easier to travel in. Collaborate. Yes, that's the plan, but a camper van can get expensive. So so we'll see. Eventually, that's the plan, but not at the moment. No, I'm gonna keep Minitini for a couple more years. This I have one video of Wild Florida uploaded, but going again. Bill P. Alex Cruz, Freedom is a registered trademark for refrigerant trademark by DuPont. Yes, refrigerant. Look it up. Did I miss something in the conversation? Well, we're gonna do the refrigerant thing soon. What do you think of Phoenix cruisers? I like them. They're pretty inexpensive because of the fact that they are direct to manufacturer. They don't go through a dealer. But I think they're a little behind when it comes to technology. That's my opinion. But yeah, and they seem to be very well made. They for a while they were on the short list of RVs that I would consider, and I'm still consider. I would still consider a short Phoenix cruiser. Greens and Beans Gaming. I was wondering if you could teach us how to play the guitar every once in a while. I'm not really good at teaching, but yeah, definitely. I could show you a couple of chords. Rick and Amy got it wrong. Have a great weekend. Salud, Rick and Amy. And I'm gonna have a sip for you. Am I still up sync? AX53 is a fantastic camcorder. Let them laugh. Who cares? Footage is very nice. Yeah, I think so. And the thing I like with the camcorder is, for the most part, a one-handed operation. You have your zoom up here, your record here, and with this big camera, you need to have it on a selfie stick, and then you have to press up here. And if you want to zoom, you need the other hand to go like this. I don't like it. Robert, my wife Joyce says hello. Hello, Joyce. Freezing video from time to time. I'm gonna stop the stream and restart and see if that fixes it. How about that? In 3, 2, 1. I started the stream again. Hopefully it works now. Hopefully I'm not off sync anymore. But yeah, the video is freezing. I see it on my app here. I need to call Comcast. I need to get and tell you about. Need a new modem. Yeah, I have that modem back there. I don't know if you can see it. It's on this side. So it's that one right there. It's relatively new, so I don't know what the deal is. It's an Xfinity modem. Hey Robert, from Conor Gray, love your videos. They're fantastic. You're such an inspiration. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. and I'm glad I'm able to inspire and entertain. Which is the main. If you're paying for 80 and not getting that speed, tell them to get that speed. Yeah, I'm paying for 80, I think. And sometimes I get 60, 70, almost 80, but not. We pay too much for Comcast. Yeah, Comcast. It's. But AT&T is not any better, and that's the thing. We only have two choices here in Miami, I think, for home internet. I guess if I would pay for a commercial level internet, it would be. Are you hardwired or Wi-Fi? Well, this MacBook Pro doesn't have an Ethernet port, which is one of my beefs with Apple. They keep, they want everything to be wireless nowadays. Maybe if I had an Ethernet port here, and I would be, I think it's freezing again. If I was connected hardwired, it would be better. It turned out to be a connector on the basement that oxidized. Well, it might well be here in Miami. Everything oxidizes. So I'm going to get him to come here and check my whole system and do a speed test. Hello from Seattle, Rick Carter. Love your videos. How's the weather in Seattle? Are you planning on Hershey onto your way to New England or vice versa? Yes, I'm attending Hershey during the week. I'm not going to be there during the weekend, but during the weekdays, yes, for sure. Your voice is not matching the video. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. There's something wrong with my internet. Did you hear that Sprint is being bought by T-Mobile? Yes, I did, Joe. And less choices, even less choices, which is a weird marriage because T-Mobile is a GSM carrier and Sprint is, I think, they are either CDMA or PC. They used to be PCS, so it's a different technology. So maybe now we get the best of both worlds. Who knows? Maybe I don't know. I still have AT&T, and in the future when we start full time, my plan is to either I have AT&T and T and my wife has Verizon or T-Mobile Sprint, or vice versa. So we have a backup if something goes wrong. Because on the road we're not gonna have this supposedly fancy fast Comcast connection that seems to be failing us today. The good thing about the video being off sync, I think it gets fixed in the replay. So whoever watches this on the replay is going to look good. Mike Venti, good choice by going during the week. Crowds were better, and as you know, early bird gets the worm. LOL. Yes, I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna be there Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Or Friday, I'm leaving. Actually, Friday I might do a meetup in the morning or something, and it's gonna be a monopoly. Yeah, like it usually is. I remember when we had dial-up internet that there were 10 companies, offering internet. Of course, all of them were slow because it was dial-up, but eventually Sprint will be into GSM. They say if it goes through, just waiting for the Fed regulators to say okay with the deal. Yeah, it was it last year or the year before that they blocked AT&T wanted to buy T-Mobile. And are you going to the air show this weekend? Man, I didn't even know there was an air show. But nah, probably not. I have probably not. I have work. Maybe you never know. If I finish that video tomorrow morning, I might take some time off because I want to release that, as you know, on Sunday morning, and I have to get the closed captions, a bunch of stuff. What time is it? It's 7 p.m. already. We've been at this an hour. Of course, the first 10 minutes don't really count because I was troubleshooting my internet. So in Fort Lauderdale, let me see. We might be able to go shoot yet another video. I'm so behind in the videos. It's starting to that point where I'm starting to get overwhelmed and I forget all the videos that I've done. I still have 3 or 4 videos from this trip to the West. Then I have 2 videos of the Florida Keys that I might combine into one because it's just 2 state parks. And then I have the Miami River Festival that it was like 2 months ago, and we went to that, and it's a pretty decent video. Then we went after that we went to into Bayside, so that should look good. And then I have at least 3 or 4 videos from this trip to Louisville, Kentucky, because we spent one day in Chattanooga, and we did a lot of stuff in Chattanooga. We did the Ruby Falls, and a bunch of stuff, and then I did Thunder over Louisville, which is an air show and a fireworks show, which was incredible, was really good. Then I have like Louisville, the rest we went into Bardstown and the nearby towns, and my cousin Juan took us around, and then Lexington. I did a whole day in Lexington, which is pretty cool, and then Gatlinburg and the Smoky Mountains. So that's like 5 more videos. Gray with some sun and 60 degrees today in Seattle. Spring is always a mixed bag. We take the nice days with the wet and the gray. Yeah, well, I'm glad at least it's not that cold, I suppose. Do you have solar on your trailer? I just have one 100-watt panel, which I installed mainly so I didn't have to disconnect the battery when I had it in storage. Like your shirt, where did you get it? Well, this shirt is from that Jefferson's Ocean bourbon, the one that they age at sea for a year, I think. It's a cargo ship that goes around the world, and they put it in a container, and with the difference in temperature and the rocking of the ocean, it gives the whiskey, the bourbon, a particular flavor. Do you have any plans to replace Minitini anytime soon, and what are the plans? Not anytime soon. The plans eventually is a B plus, C minus. Pleasure Wave Plateau XLTS is the favorite right now, but as you know, that changes every year, so we'll see. Will you make any cooking videos? Yes, I have to get back into the cooking videos. LOL, Alex trying to make Robert get behind. Well, yeah, uh, yeah, I have like 10 videos in backlog. Maybe if I do 2 videos per week for the next month and a half, you'll get videos until I return from Finland. Greg Hopkins, hello Robert, grew up in Westchester but now living in North Carolina. Enjoy your videos. If you're going through Miami, haven't seen it in a very long time. Well, I have a couple of videos of Miami, but I usually do downtown, and I've done one of Miami Beach, South Beach. So haven't really done Westchester, but we could. It's road trip time. Low voltage guy. Talking about low voltage, I need to equalize my battery or bring it back to life. My battery is not doing great. I guess I killed it in quartzite when I brought it down to 11.3 volts. Do some longer videos. I'm sure people will like it. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing some longer videos too. My average is usually about half an hour, but still, the longer the video, the longer it takes to edit. And my computer is it's also giving me trouble. I have a lot of technical difficulties at the moment. I mentioned earlier, camper van is expensive. Yes, camper vans are expensive, but eventually, if we sell the house, I don't want a camper van like a, like a CS Adventurous. I want something wide body, probably like, as I said, like a Plateau XLTS. From Preachy Kinon, your videos are great. Don't forget to check out Mud Fossils. You'll never look at rocks the same. Okay, Mud Fossils. Mauricio de Castro, hey Robert, I'm in Hollywood, Florida, and went to Alaska in my travel trailer, 20 feet. What do you think? Alaska, that's one of my dream trips. I've been to Alaska, but I flew there and then I took the Dalton Highway all the way to the Arctic. That was 8 years ago. I need a good Cuban sandwich recipe. Well, Cuban sandwich is just Cuban bread. You need that. Swiss cheese, uh, regular ham, and pork roast. And it depends whether you're in Miami and Tampa. In Tampa, they put tomatoes on it. In here, we just put pickles and mustard. And in Tampa, they put salami. We don't put salami here in Miami. By the way, it was invented in Tampa. Are you French? No, Mrs. Lacroix. I was born in Cuba. It's hard to get Cuban bread north of Hialeah. You'd be surprised. There's this place in Louisville, Kentucky. It's called Value something or another, and they had pretty decent Cuban bread. It's starting to get up there, man. There's a large community of Cubans in Louisville. Hi, from Katia de Lopez. Love your videos. The kids are fantastic. We are from Brazil. Love and love. Remember our times at Florida. Marcelo and Katia. Thank you so much. Obrigado. Brazil. Jose Guerrero, before calling Comcast, do a total reset of your modem by unplugging the electrical cord for 10 seconds and see if that takes care of the problem. Um, did that this morning, and then this afternoon, as I was starting the video, I had them reset the modem. When they send the signal, that didn't work either. So I'll do it again. We'll see. But I think it might be a hardware problem with my cable. Maybe there's low noise on the line. I don't know. IB Rotterdam is calling it a night. See you next week. All right. Rotterdam, if you're in Rotterdam, the Netherlands, is kind of late for you. Charlene Haggerty. Hey, Robert from Dan and Charlene from Winsted, Connecticut. Oh, Winsted, Connecticut. Hope to see you upcoming to the... Oh, man, I can't read anymore. On your upcoming trip to the Northeast, we have several wonderful IPAs for you to sample. Oh, that's great. Thank you so much. And thank you for reminding me that I still have a bit of IPA here. Don't care so much about Cuban sandwich, but I can make a great rabo. Oh, rabo. Yeah. Maybe you should do a cooking video making a Cuban sandwich. I have to get me that press. You cannot do a Cuban sandwich without that. It's like a panini press, but it's a special press, and you have to put like the butter on it. Maybe we'll go to a local cafeteria and do a video. Have you ever feared for your safety? What precautions do you take? Well, really, and I shouldn't say this online, but I don't take so many precautions. Usually, uh, I've only felt really unsafe once, and that was at the Walmart and if you're from there, it was at Horizon City, which is in the outskirts of El Paso, Texas. That's the only place where I felt unsafe, and what I did, I made me some Cuban coffee. It was like 11 p.m. and left. Drove until 1 a.m. that night until I found a place that I liked. Do you ever reboot your modem? Yes, I did it today. I never do, to be honest. Well, I'm out of here getting hungry. Oh man, I'm not gonna have a moderator anymore. Talking about too much food in here. LOL. All right, Eric. Bon appetit, man. Enjoy your dinner. Give me that shirt. This shirt? Love your videos from upstate New York, Terry Goldfarb. And Peter Hiriak. I can never pronounce your name. Hello from Banburg, Queensland, Australia. It's a bit early for a beer, 9:10 a.m. Saturday. Oh man, you're coming from the future. Love the CD. Came Tuesday. Hope you can come to Australia. You can stay with us. Plenty of room. Yes, I was getting worried about my international shipments for CDs because they took a long time. I was tracking them and I said on their way to their destination, but it didn't. Yeah, video and audio out of whack. I know. I'm sorry about that. Antrit, getting down to my last beer and need more barbecue, some chicken. Good thing the convenience is a block away and a short walk. Hey, that's good to know. How do you plan your trips? Are you following a pattern? Well, not really. Usually, it's just on a whim, and I've been thinking of doing the lower 48 before I turn 48, which I don't think is going to happen. But that's just a particular, just wherever I feel like going, some place where I haven't gone before, and then yeah, I do some research along the way, and I get some tips from folks like you guys, and but there's no real pattern, not really. I just I plan meticulously where I want to see, and then I find new things when I get there, and then when I return back to Miami, I figure that there's something important that I missed, but Yeah, I just like to see as much as possible. Right now that I'm not full timing, so when I go, especially if I go really far, I try to see as much as possible, and sometimes it's exhausting. Like this past trip to the west wasn't a lot of driving. Like it is going to be a lot of driving in 3 weeks, where I'm going to be going in 3.5 weeks. I'll be flying to Helsinki, Finland, and if I get to do all that I want to do, I'm gonna drive thousands of kilometers. Thank you so much, Alex, for that super chat, man. I appreciate it. Terry Goldfarb can't get your theme song out of my head. Well, that's what happened to me when I wrote it. I came up with it in the shower and I couldn't get it out of my head, so I started singing it. And then one day I decided to put music to it. Are you planning any trips back to Camp Golf in Destin? Not at the moment. It's as you know, it's terribly expensive. It's, in my opinion, the best beach in the United States, but no, it's going to take me a while to return to Camp Golf. If I go back to the Emerald Coast, I'm going to try to get into one of the state parks or some other place. Camp Golf. And if I get back to Camp Golf, I'm going to get that ocean front site. I don't think it's worth it to stay inland in that park. I wouldn't. If I'm gonna go there and splurge and spend $200 a night, I want oceanfront. Joe Croto, it seems from New Hampshire, not many people travel the middle of the U.S. It seems like they all do the edges, and that's quite true. And there's a lot to see in the middle, and that's something that I plan to do probably spring of next year. I want to do all these states north of Texas that I haven't seen, which Kansas, Nebraska, Arkansas, which I hardly seen. Oklahoma, the Dakotas, all that middle. There's a lot to see there, but that's why they call them the flyover states, because everybody goes to the coast. I've been to Helsinki, very beautiful there. Yeah, I'm gonna be in Helsinki probably just a day or two, and then I'm going to do an around trip. I'm gonna go all the way to the Lapland, and there's this place north of Norway. I think it's called Nordkap, which is the northernmost place in the world where you can actually drive. Go driving. So that's something that I would like to do. And then I'm going to go to the west, to the western coast of Norway, to Lofoten, and then back through Sweden and back into Finland eventually. Daniel Velasquez, hi Robert, what do you think about RB with slides? Do they need more maintenance? Do you think that it can be a little problematic? And the slides do give you more room. The size of RV that I'm looking for, I'd rather not have them. It's something else that can break, and my main problem with it's something else to set up when you get to camp. And sometimes I just want to stay. I just want to park it somewhere and have full access to my RV. And a lot of slides, when they are tucked in. Sometimes you don't have access to your full bed. Sometimes you don't even have access to all your drawers or even the bathroom. So if I get an RV with slides, and I would be open to that option, it has to be an RV that is fully functional with the slides in. RVing Illustrated. Hey there, Brian, and from Charlotte, north of Charlotte. Long time no see. Yes, it's been a long time. I met with RVing Illustrated. When was it, man? Was it last fall? We had a good time. We toured the area. My favorite song is Total Eclipse of the Sun. The synths in the stars always give me goosebumps. Love that tune. Yes, yeah, that was and that I wrote right after the trip, as I was remembering the experience of the solar eclipse. Hey Robert, looks like you got your Wi-Fi working this week. Well, it's being on and off. It has its issues, but it's working right now. So yeah. Um, Thank you, Robert. I think the same. Well, I'm glad that we think alike. Leisure traveling logs. Hello, Robert. Sorry. We're salute. So late. Ah man, that autocorrect. So old. It's not bad. It's 7:17, 17. Since I started late today because of my technical difficulties, I'm gonna extend the video a little longer today than usual. That way more people can come in and we can chat a little longer. We want to buy a small travel trailer, Jenny Island chick, to cruise on the weekends. Do you recommend starting with a used one or a newer one? Well, if you get something small and cheap, uh, I mean, if some of the smaller ones are so inexpensive that you might as well uh, go with a new one. Some of them, like the fiberglass ones, like Casitas or the Airstreams, they last forever. So it's a good idea to get them used because they're more expensive. But I mean, the main thing is just check it and make sure that the previous owner has taken care of it. Because they do start falling apart after a couple of years. Joe, we looked at Coachman Freedom Express with a small slide, and when it is in, you can still use everything. Yeah, as long as you can use everything with the sliding, I'm down with it. But some of them, uh, they have that issue that if the slide is in, uh, a lot of that. That's why I don't like fifth wheels to begin with. So Robert, this is brother trucker from Waterbury, Connecticut. When are you getting back on the road? Well, I just got back from the road. I just got back from my trip to Louisville, Kentucky. So early June, I'm going to be on the road in Europe, and then September, it's the trip to the Northeast, and I might do a quick Florida Keys or something here in Florida, but not a whole lot. Leisure traveling, we're leaving for Alaska next week. Oh, congratulations. I can't wait to go to Alaska myself. 3 months going with 23 other RVers, so that's going to be awesome. I envy you in a good way. Uh, Trust me. I would love to do that. I'll probably do it in a couple of years. It seems like this year everybody's going to Alaska, though. I think the Russos are going to Alaska, and then the Motorhome Experiment are going to Alaska. A bunch of people, a bunch of YouTubers. So I'll get some ideas for when I go. Mergy Figueroa, hi, I'm wondering when you will be traveling to New England. New England, late September. Late September, I'll be on the way. The new Airstream fiberglass looks nice, but pricey. Yeah, it's nice, and they are indestructible, but Airstreams are so pricey. I mean, they're probably worth it, but I don't know. Gladys Ordona, hello from the Philippines. Philippines, you are the furthest one away today. I love watching your road trip videos. Stay safe and God bless. Thank you. Well, you and no, Australia is the furthest one away. I take that back. Anyways, to Doves Nation, good day, good sir. Thank you so much. Caroline's RV Life is going to Alaska. She's going too, and she got that Class C. I haven't watched her videos lately, but it's Keep Your Daydream also. Yeah, that's right. Keep Your Daydream is going too. Everybody's going, so I'll get some ideas for sure because I want to do a different trip to Alaska. I do want to do the Dalton Highway, which the Freedom Theory did partially. They did it up to the Arctic Circle. But my plan is, if I'm still towing with the truck that Alex Cruz is gonna hook me up with, I'm gonna drop the trailer at Marion Creek Campground, which is near Wiseman, Alaska, and then I'll cross the Brooks Range and go all the way to Prudhoe Bay just with the tow vehicle. That's my plan, and I know someone is gonna copy that plan now, but I don't care. It's not copywritten. Keep your Robert. When I went up to Orlando, I experienced some sway, and I had my weight distribution and sway control, but still had some sway when the vehicles passed me. Is that the norm? Especially if a semi truck passes you, you're gonna feel it, and I do have the solution for that. And you're gonna spend more gas, but if you are heavy, if you are as heavy as you can be, the sway reduces dramatically. When you're very lightweight, it goes all over the place, man. So that's my experience. And you also make sure that you are level, that both vehicles are level. If you're sagging, you get more sway. But yeah, that's the only thing I know. Hello, Robert. First time saying hi here on your live chat. Hey, Salty Dog. Love your channel. Thank you so much. And Two Doves Nation, May the 4th be with you. Yes, definitely. With everybody going to Alaska, that should free up campsites in the main states. Yeah, definitely. So I'm going to do something totally different and go to Finland. How about that? Uh, Joe, I want to go back to Fairbanks. Last time I went with the army, they sent me. Yeah, I really liked Fairbanks. It's the only place I've actually been to in Alaska. I haven't been to Anchorage or the Kenai Peninsula or Seward or anything like that. But it's a small town, but people are extremely nice, and I like the fact that it doesn't get dark in June. Free my RV, Vegas Dave TV. Chris Efting, I would like to thank you for the footage of the keys after Irma. I thought it was the best video of all I saw. Thank you. You know, I got down there as soon as it was allowed because the keys do have a special place in my heart. Can I get a shout out to Sammy Wynn? Hello, Sammy Wynn. And Alex Cruz, thanks. You're welcome. And Android, I used to live in Alaska. The RV tubers are in shock. 90% of the campgrounds are hiking only. Well, it's a little on the frontier out there. Leisure travel logs. We normally tow a Honda Element, but on this Alaska trip, we're not towing anything. We have a Leisure Travel Vans Unity FX. That's a very nice unit, and they call it a B plus, but it is actually a small class C. Yeah, B plus to me, it's really a C minus. A C minus the cab over area, in the front. That's all a class B plus is. As long as you're using a cutout chassis either from a truck or a van and building the rest of the RV in house, be it fiberglass like the B plus or wood like a regular C, Was your mom happy to get back home? Actually, she got used to the RV amazingly well. I was surprised. Leisure travel looks. I like that moniker. Yeah, B minus. I mean C minus. But yeah, my mom adapted. For the first couple of days, she was like, she didn't know where to, because I bought her this chair, and it was too big for the inside of the RV. But eventually, she even got used to the shower, which is probably one of the most uncomfortable parts of my Mini Teeny. 17 to 18 miles per gallon diesel. Yeah, those diesel B minuses, B pluses, or whatever they're very very efficient. Old Kia still makes does about 10 miles per gallon on average. When are you coming out to Texas? Well, I was there, not really, but I was there back in January, and next January I intend to go back. I do want to visit Austin and Houston and Dallas, and spent a little more time in San Antonio as well, and where I was, El Paso. But of course, I'm gonna go. I want to go to the RTR in January. So there's only one way to go from my phone keeps vibrating. Robert, we want to go camping in the Keys. What campground do you recommend? Well, if you can get into one of the state parks, that would be perfect because they're less expensive. Oh, campgrounds in the Keys are $80 in the summer, over 100 in the winter. There's no other way. Um, my son Anthony says hi. He said you skipped him. Oh, I'm sorry. Where Anthony go? Oh, Anthony, my son is here. Says hi. Hi, Anthony. I'm sorry I skipped you, man. It's sometimes this chats I get, my dyslexia gets the better of me. Uh, and okay, so Anthony, sorry about that. Leisure traveling logs. I'm an amputee missing my lower left leg. I had the prosthetic guy modify my old leg with a rubber thread on the foot so that I could use it in the shower. Works great. Well, I'm glad, man. And nowadays there are so many things that you can do. To in the UK we pay roughly $2 per liter, not gallons in the US. Yeah, in the UK, in Europe in general, fuel is a lot more expensive. My brother-in-law Frank Wynn will like your Key West video. Well, thanks, and I do have several. Key West videos, and I still have to see the lighthouse. There's always something that I'm missing. Uh, you know, yeah. Handicap is really just a state of mind. Yeah, you I guess you always find a way uh, to enjoy life. Mark Finley, I think Southeast Alaska is the most beautiful place in the world, Robert. You definitely need to see it one day. And I'm gonna make several trips to Alaska, and one of them I want to take that highway that is only on ferries. I think it's called the Maritime Highway or something like that, and visit Juneau, the capital, and Sitka. Sitka here is like out of this world beautiful. So yeah, definitely want to see that part of Alaska as well. Have you released any CDs? You have a great voice. Yes, I do. I have actually my latest CD. I only have like 10 left. So if you want to get it free, myrv.com. It's just a PayPal payment, and I'll send it to you. And yeah, I'm gonna reorder. I'm gonna reorder that same CD. I might add one more song, maybe not, but yes, yes, I have to re-release that CD. Okay, 7:29. We've been at this for a while now, and I'm gonna start wrapping this up, if you guys don't mind, because it is Friday, and we might want to go out somewhere. You know, I was away for 2 weeks, so we are overdue for some partying. Hello from Joe and Nancy in Apollo, Pennsylvania. Are you going to Nomad Fest in October for a movie premiere? Probably not. There are so many things that I want to do in October, but I wanna by that time I'll probably gonna be out of Pennsylvania and up in Massachusetts, or I even want to see Long Island. I mean, there's so many. Digital download, yes, it's everywhere. Just search for my name, Robert Morales. I mean, everywhere, pretty much. Although, if you want me to make a little more money, buy it from CD Baby. CD Baby gives me the best commissions. So I always encourage you to just go to cdbaby.com and search for Robert Morales. Maybe I'll put a link here in the description. Maria por Jesus. Okay, good night, Robert. Have a blessed night. God bless you and your wife. Bye. Thank you so much, Maria, and we'll see you next week. Will you sing us a song? Oh, maybe. Gladys Ordona. Hello, love the road trip. I wish I would meet a guy from there and do some trips just like you do. Oh, good luck with that. Thanks, will do. See you, mate. All right, everybody. And I'm losing my voice. I've been talking so much. Have a great weekend, all of you. Also, you, Joe. And I should sing you a song. So, Abdulaziz, hello from Kuwait. We're following you. Greeting and follow. Thank you so much. So, hola to your mom. Yeah, my mom is probably watching. So, hey there, mom. And you're gonna see her in my videos from this trip going north. She comes out a few times on camera, for sure. We had a good time. And let me put down my microphone so I can sing something to you guys here. Let me see if it is in tune because I haven't played it. This guitar it keeps the tuning like forever. It's a very old guitar. I've had this one since like the early 90s, so it's probably 26, 27, 28. I bought it there was a shop here in Little Havana in 8th Street. It was called Do Re Mi, you know, like the music Do Re Mi. And they used to sell CDs, and they used to sell some guitars. I'm out of practice. I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, because I'm free in my RV. Yeah, I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be. Yeah, because I'm free. in my RV. Good night, everybody. Happy Friday. May the 4th be with you. And see you next week. Hill Jack. All right.